Okay, welcome back, everybody. Look at these little guys.
Look at these little bundles.
Oh, you guys are so precious. Oh, you're doing so good.
They are.
Of course, back with Nathan as guest co-host today with the Indy Dog Whisperer. All right, let's talk jealousy. But first of all, introduce me to these three.
Sunday Rose,
Hi,
Simon,
Sunday Rose.
And Stella.
Stella.
These dogs belong to Jerry and Patricia Bowe, and I've worked with these dogs for a long time and house sat for them for a long time. Aww. The reason we're talking about jealousy today is because I had to work with these guys on this. With three of them, and them trying to horn in on each other with a variety of things.
Right.
This is a lesson they learned. Yes. So that's what we'll be talking about
today.
today.
Well, this can be tricky because I know a few times you talked about how sometimes when you have one dog, maybe getting another one for a companion is a good thing, but it can also be tricky perhaps at the same time.
It can be tricky, and it's really, really important that you understand kind of how canine social structure works. So people assume that jealousy is an emotional thing, right? I need attention, but that's actually not what it is for dogs. What it is for dogs is claiming behavior. So the dominant members in a pack claim the more submissive members. So dogs tend to claim people in a family as well based on what they can.
He's mine.
Right.
She's mine.
And then they try to edge each other out. And that's what you see happening. So it's not human jealousy.
Do you do that?
So the signs, though, of this are leaning against you, sitting on your feet, muzzle punching you, sitting on your lap, worming other dogs out of the way. These are all behaviors that, it's not that I have people say, well, my dog just wants more attention, right? No, your dog is actually claiming you from the other ones and saying, mine. So it's not an internal jealousy, it's this is mine. So in other words, this girl here tends to do it more for some reason. So when I'm petting Simon, she'll want to horn in and I'll give her a little tap in the side and say, Stella.
That's what I was going to ask. What do we do to help correct that?
So practically preventing this means that, like, for instance, if I'm petting Simon and Stella comes in, I'll give Stella a little tap away and say, and then return to Simon. And that's what all the dogs need to know. No one claims me. Okay, and that's what keeps them from jealous behavior. And it's really important because that helps pack harmony. If all of them are concerned with claiming, none of them will get along as well with each other.
Oh, that makes sense.
Because they're rivals in the same house.
Right.
When none of them claim you, they all get along much better.
Well, they are just so gosh darn cute.
Thank you.
Okay, what else do we need to know? And maybe if we just only have two dogs in the household doing, you know, kind of the same
principle applies. Absolutely. And I've even seen dogs to where, Simon, don't take a leap there. I've even seen dogs to where they will claim people in the house, even if there's just one dog, they'll claim that person from the other dogs as well. So be careful about doing that, letting dogs lean all their weight in front of, even to one of your children. You don't want them to do that. They'll claim children sometimes, and I've seen them keep parents away from the children even. So so you got to be careful of jealousy or claiming behavior.
Right, and is this a consistency thing though as well? Because I know we talk about things with Nathan when you go to people's houses or help them. It's not an overnight. I mean, it takes consistency and routine, right?
It does take consistency.
Teaching them.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely, it does take consistency. That is 100% true, Amber.
Okay. Anything else that we need to know before we move on, Nathan, when it comes to jealousy with these pups?
Just know that it's not an emotional thing for them. So you don't have to feel bad that it's like, oh, they're not getting their attention. What it is claiming.
So don't blame yourself.
Right. Don't blame them as if they're doing. They don't need emotional attention. They need social attention, and they need their needs met.
Okay.
We're the ones that have emotional needs.
Yes, we do. Some more than others, right?
Yeah, I'm feeling a need now for some kind of emotional.
Well, let's talk about viewer questions because, of course, we ask you guys every week. If you have a question, post them on our Indy Style Facebook page and we send them to Nathan. And somebody did. They say Xena is housebroken, but when company arrives, she leaks urine. It happens when people talk baby talk or excitedly. She gets excited as well. She's 4 months old. Do you think this is only temporary? And of course, this comes from Tom Ali of New Palestine.
Tom Ali, and that's a great question, Tom Ali. The thing with this is that when people come in, especially with a really cute puppy, like I see that puppy is, they right away want to say, hi, baby. And for some dogs, some dogs with a weak bladder, tinkle, tinkle. The best thing to do when you have a dog that's prone to that kind of a weak bladder is don't talk to him when you come in. Just walk in. The dog will smell, calm down, and once the dog is calm, pet them. But the biggest mistake people make for the dog with a weak bladder is exploding in effusive greeting. That's going to cause it almost every time.
That makes sense. All right. Well, if you guys have any more questions, of course, be sure to put them on our Indy Style Facebook page yet again. And then you can find you at indydogwhisperer.com, right? That's the best way to reach him, answer your questions, and hopefully get you guys some help as well. So, yeah, there's that graphic. Look for that on our Indy Style Facebook page and then just comment right below. All right, Nathan, you're pulling double duty today.
I am pulling double duty.
You are pulling double duty today, and we're not done.
No, and I'd like to talk to you about some butterflies.